Hey Warriors fans, Scott Warras here inside the palatial WLC Media Center, and it's a good thing it is palatial because we got a big crowd gathered because for the very first time in the history, 25-year history of Warriors football, Wisconsin Lutheran sweeps all three conference weekly awards: Offensive Player of the Week, Defensive Player of the Week, Special Teams Player of the Week, and we got them all together. The schedule's aligned, so let's dive into things. Bryce Barbian, the junior quarterback, Offensive Player of the Week in the NACC. The numbers, you'll excuse me when I look down at my notes here. A school record 6 touchdowns, 5 through the air, 1 on the ground. Oh, by the way, it was a 63-yard run. 284 yards, an efficient 20 out of 26. Of course, the Warriors clobber the Concordia Chicago Cougars. Bryce, let's just start with Saturday. You guys jumped out early and you put them away early as well. Sent a great message. What went so right in Chicago?
I mean, I think it was just a game that we knew we could win if we played our game. Coming out there, we hadn't really scored in the first quarter too much, so just making it easy on the defense. I think we did that on Saturday.
Was that a point of emphasis? I mean, trying to jump on them early? I mean, they've been struggling. Their defense has given up a ton of points. You guys really sent that early message with a couple of 1-2 haymakers.
Yeah, I think we have 2 more games that are going to be big ones for us that we all spoke on before the season started. Mm-hmm. So I think just setting that tone now that we can do it, giving our offense some confidence, it's going to be good going the next 3 weeks.
You've been extremely efficient. As I said, you were 20 out of 26. That completion percentage is top 5 all time for a single game, about 76, 77% or so. Your only 3 picks came way back in week 1. Your ball security has been excellent. Why is that?
I think it's just the coaching staff. I mean, just getting through my reads. I think I had a tough first game. It's not fun to have, but I think I've learned after that, and I'm just kind of fell in the rhythm now.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Bryce Barbian, and we'll come back to Bryce, Offensive Player of the Week. Layson Handwork, the junior linebacker, the Defensive Player of the Week in the NACC, as recorded a game-high 10 tackles, 3rd sack of the season, a career-high 9 of those 10 tackles were solo. Layson, congratulations on the win. Let's just start there with last Saturday. What went so right for a defense that is playing really well now the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, honestly, I just think it was a good team game. We all played well, which is, great to happen. And I honestly think there's probably 4 or 5 other guys on defense that could be here instead of me. So it was just a good team game, and everything was clicking, I think, both on the offense and the defense side of the ball.
Well, it really certainly seems that way. I mean, you guys coming off the bye, how did you maybe use that off week to recalibrate, refocus after the tough one against Aurora? Because you guys really have been, in all 3 facets. The last couple of games on the road, oh, by the way, have been spectacular.
Yeah, we took a little time. We were a little banged up. It took a little time to get healthy and just take things slower and just do the small things right, which is really what defense comes down to at the end of the day. You're tackling and just doing your job on the field, pretty much.
When you guys give up, 7 at Benedictine, 14 at Concordia Chicago, and again on the road, what does that say big picture about this defense and the abilities and the capabilities that they have?
I think it just pretty much means we're playing as a team. I mean, none of us are just going out there. We're not really looking at stats or trying to make the most tackles. We're all just playing as a team, and our ultimate goal is to win the game, which I think is what great defenses do.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Let me bring in the Special Teamer of the Week, Arnulfo Ortega. Bryce has won this award now twice for his career. Layson, a 2-time conference weekly award winner. This guy is his old hat, Arnulfo. In fact, you and I did this a couple weeks ago, actually, the 4th time that Ortega has been the conference's Special Teamer of the Week. I'll read the accolades. 7 for 7 on the PATs. That's the 6th time, oh, by the way, that the senior here to my right has made 7 PATs in a single game. Take me through Saturday. I mean, that offense was rolling, and I guess with the work you had, you just had to make sure you weren't cramping up with all the work you were getting.
I mean, that work wouldn't be possible without the offense. They was just going down there and scoring and just doing what I have to do. Obviously, you need an extra point, so that's my job.
What's the confidence level for you, for this whole team right now?
It's great. I mean, it's first time we start like this in program history, so just keeping our head cool and level, knowing that we still have more business to handle. Yeah.
And 3 straight road wins, oh, by the way, in conference, something that hasn't happened since 2016. That's, as you see, in other levels of football as well. When you start winning road conference games or road league games and stringing stretches together like this, That says special stuff about what you're trying to do, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it all comes from preparation that we came into the season, knowing that we had a big goal this year and we had the team to do it. So just game by game, week by week, preparing ourselves.
I want to turn back to Bryce Barbian for a second. When I was talking with Coach Tresky earlier this year, and we talked about the term that I like to call the mind meld between the play caller and his quarterback in year 2. And now I get a chance to ask you this on camera from the player's perspective. What has that been like now, the familiarity, the comfort level with Coach in year 2 as a play caller too?
Yeah, honestly, I've been in college for a while now, and this is the first time I've been able to say that. But I think it just helps coming into the season knowing you have a little bit of comprehension of the playbook already, kind of knowing what Tresky wants to see, what we're going to do. And obviously we have a great connection, so we can talk week in, week out, what's comfortable and what's not.
Yeah, I guess I'm curious. I'll follow up with that. How often will you push back or, offer your input? Because him and I talked, I think it was a couple weeks ago, and he's very receptive to that. And I imagine a lot of coaches in the country aren't. It's a lot of my way or the highway type stuff, but he seems very open to getting your feedback. What do you like? And maybe more importantly, what don't you like?
Yeah, so I think, honestly, most of his game plan fits into my play style really well. But we have Thursday and Friday meetings before games that is mostly just to what we see during the week and what we didn't see too well during the week. So it just allows you to go out there and play, not running plays that you have no confidence in.
Well, I'm going to give you a chance here to talk about these two guys to my right. I mean, you've got a veteran kicker that's as reliable as anybody, the leading scorer in the history of the program. You've got a linebacker that is anchoring a defense and a linebacking core that is playing so spectacularly. Talk about these two guys on my right.
I mean, Tega, man, he's just one of those sure guys. I mean, you need a point, you need 3, he's going to come in there and do it. Layson, another guy, he's just super cool, calm, collective. I know he texted me yesterday, he's like, how did I get this award? Dude, one of your bad games is still 12 tackles. So just take it. I mean, it's awesome to see all 3 of us up here.
Yeah. Arnulfo, as a senior, I know that you and your fellow seniors and upperclassmen, the expectations. You only get so many opportunities at this. Do you feel like there's something special happening right now? I know you guys set goals. You talked about a bowl game at the end of the season, which is still very much possible. And to see it kind of unfold the way it has, what does that mean?
It means a lot. It means a lot, especially to us seniors who have been here the last 4 years, and it's been kind of different. We've been winning more this year, and knowing that we have the team. We have a great quarterback, great defensive group in general, and an offensive group as well. So it's all about executing, like Coach Tresky says, and he tells us every week if we do our job, we'll come out of a football game with a smile. So, yeah.
We were talking before the taping, that Lakefront Bowl is something you guys talked about, even in the off season, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's been something that we've been trying to shoot at even since the first year happened. I think it was last year or 2 years ago. So now this year that we actually have the opportunity to be there, just like I said, taking it week by week. Obviously, we got to win these games first and prepare for these. So
I'm going to bring Layson back in. One of the storylines early on in the season and all season long was the change to the defensive scheme and strategy. And now that we're 7 games in, and it's really paying dividends, what has that change been like from the player's perspective?
So we came in we had a different group of defense coming in. We were a little undersized, so we wanted to make that work with the line. So a good word to describe is just chaos. The offense is going to be hard to pick up on what we're doing, and we're just playing hard. We're a scrappy team, so that's kind of just what we build our team on.
I'll ask you the same thing that I asked Bryce a couple seconds ago. Talk about what your quarterback does for you. Talk about the reliability you have in the kicking game and your teammates collectively.
Yeah, so, it's just Bryce he's always locked in, he's ready to go, and he's a great leader, and I think that's something that a quarterback has to be, and I think that's just why our team is at the next level. And then flipping over Ortega, just whenever he goes on the field, I know we're getting some points, so it's just a great relief to have, because not everybody in our conference has a good kicker, and it's a great weapon to have, and I think that's why we win most of our games.
It has been a special ride so far, and a special day here with all 3 of these guys sweeping the weekly awards. Okay, some of you are wondering, is he going to do 5 questions when you have 3 guests up there? Oh, we've never done this before either, but we're going to try. So we're going to rapid fire. I'll go right down the line. First answer that comes to mind, Don't overthink it. Number one, your least favorite Halloween candy, the one you would always throw away or maybe trade to a sibling.
I think the Whoppers.
Hmm.
Not favorite.
Candy corn.
Mm-hmm.
Candy corn, dude.
Okay, 2 candy corn votes here. Can you whistle? Can you whistle?
I'm not even gonna embarrass myself.
Can you whistle?
I'm with Layson on that.
Oh, only 1 out of 3 on the whistle. Number 3, would you rather walk on the moon or stroll on the ocean floor? It's a deep one.
Ocean floor. Yeah.
Ocean floor.
I'm gonna go on the moon. I'd like to be an astronaut.
Okay, there we go. Number 4, after a big win on the field, what is your favorite Saturday night meal to celebrate?
I'm a big fan of wings.
Mm.
I was gonna say wings.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Qdoba. So.
Oh, okay, very good. 2 wings and a vote for Qdoba. Number 5, another food question. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No.
Hot dog is its own thing.
Yeah, it's his own thing.
Okay, so we have full agreement. A hot dog is not a sandwich. And your bonus question, it is Halloween week. What was your most memorable Halloween costume when you went trick-or-treating as a kid?
I think I wore a nice Batman costume one time.
Okay. You could bust that thing out again. Batman's still kind of in.
Might not fit.
Oh, well, not that one. Okay.
I was a transformer and it turned into like a car, so that was probably
Nice, nice.
I had dressed up as like a nerd once, and like I tried like a run me
Oh.
and everything. So that was pretty cool.
All right, there you have it. Bryce Barbian, Conference Offensive Player of the Week. Layson Handwork, Conference Defensive Player of the Week. Arnulfo Ortega, the conference's Special Teams Player of the Week. We made a little history. Warriors swept the awards. Congratulations, everybody. Thanks for watching.